this is different. Or they have actually substituted for Kinzo and make him look like a Kinzo. Oh, so we are scrapping away the epitaph entirely. What about Angie? Kinzo, come on! Rudolph, Kyrie, your daughter, she exists! To be honest, I think like Maria have the highest chances to win. Okay, this is actually similar to episode 1. Like seriously, how can he go away with this? Okay. Are we literally stuck in the time loop? Whoa! Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Umineko. Yeah, so let's just go straight to the episode. I'm not going to talk much, so let's not waste any more time. And let's go. If you like the episode, dislike if you dislike it, and subscribe maybe if you still not, because as I saw in the last episode, which you can see here, the statistics, not lying, almost half of you is not subscribed, so after 100 episodes, you can do this, maybe, if you want to. If no, that's fine. I'm still glad I have you, so thank you for watching. Let's go. It's getting pretty intense in this episode. Right off the bat with the music. Getting through the drizzle as the travelers run away. Sumadera Kasumi entered the lobby with two black suited guards. The four black suits, who had been waiting outside the lobby, stood up and respectfully lowered their heads in salute.
Oh,
she had the same problem as Butler. They got into luxury cars, and that had been rented. Are we going to have like actually real life chase in this episode? Like it will literally have nothing to do with the past, or almost nothing. Because it seems like this episode is like mostly in like present times, and it doesn't like matter about previous episodes. I mean, like, we won't have like the whole mystery and the twilights, or maybe we'll have just like a little bit of them. The black suit in the passenger seat put a heavy bag that had been set by his feet onto his lap, opened the catch with a click, and showed Kasumi what was inside. Inside were several silver lamps of carefully wrapped aluminium foil. He peeled one, opened it to show her. A black, blunt automatic pistol peeked its face out. What is going on? I mean, they don't want to like kill Angie, right? Are they like trying to just shoot her to like disable her basically? Okay, guess I have to, yep. I never know with this type of screens, like, do I have to click or not? October 4, first day. Okay, so we're back on Rokkenjima, finally, okay. Been a while! It was already approaching 10 at night. By now, the typhoon has wrapped itself around Rokkenjima. Even the rose garden, that had looked so beautiful midday, was beaten down upon by the fierce winds and resisted with all its might, undulating and trying to keep the flowers from blowing away. In that rose garden was Shannon in the lead, Butler holding up an umbrella, Jessica and George carrying the sleeping Maria on his back, all heading for the guest house.
Isn't
that a little bit different from previous episodes? Like in previous episodes, Typhoon came to be when they were all inside, and here they just like are going in the house during the typhoon, so that's a little bit different, unless I don't remember correctly the like turn of events at the like very beginning.
下手に私たちが気を利かせるとシャノンがサボってると勘違いされちゃう。
そうだね。素直にお世話になった方がむしろ迷惑をかけないだろうね。ありがとうシャノン。
Nice one, George.
いいえ、確かにお嬢様のおっしゃられます通り、今日のお屋敷はピリピリしています。だから私も皆さんとご一緒して外の空気が吸えるので、ちょっと肩が楽です。
That's nice.
親族会議か。
Why do we have mystery song again?
わざわざ俺たち子供を追い出すくらいだから相当タチの悪い話をするんだろうぜ。
Yeah, about money basically.
だろうね。僕たちはきっと何の力にもなれない。せめて邪魔をしないようにするのが一番の協力だと思うよ。
どうせまた金って話だろうぜ。
Pretty good. Pretty good guess.
普段散々金持ちだと吹聴してるくせに、いざとなったらもったいぶりやがる。パーッと気前よくみんなで山分けすりゃいいのによ。
そりゃ豪快な話だぜ。
Yep, pretty much.
俺にも分け前がもらえりゃいいのによ。
Definitely.
もし俺にももらえたらそん時はシャノンちゃんにも分けてやるからな。
どうもありがとうございます。お気持ちだけで嬉しいです。
Okay.
シャノンは欲がないね。年頃の女の子なら買いたいものがいっぱいあるだろうに。
そうですね。
Yeah, but she's like basically locked on this island and don't have like normal life, I would say. So she's not like normal girl
でも私、
of this age.
欲しいものの中にお金で買えるものがありませんので。
Yep.
ひゅー、無欲だな。
Georgie.
俺なんか
You cannot
欲し
buy
いもん全
Georgie.
部並べたら金がいくらあっても足りねえぜ。
お金で買えるものにはだぜ。
Oh, wait, what the fuck? My game just like minimalized. Oh, okay. Okay, it's here. God damn it. I just like panicked, let game close or something. Is this like still recording? It is. Okay, oh my god. Found a couple of things I wanted, all the golden wouldn't be enough. If you're talking about things that came about with money, okay.
シャノンの言う金で買えない欲しいものって何かな。ジョージ兄さんは心当たりある？
Okay, this is one of the parts where we have like happy times and we all know what this dialogue will be about. So I'm not very excited about this. Because we had this...
なんだろうね。
We had this conversation, like literally the same conversation, but with like different setup all over the place. All the
シャ
time.
ノンじゃないとわからないね。
私にもわかりません。
But it's still sweet. So yeah, I will agree with that. George and Shannon looked down, their faces red. Butler had also heard about what was going on with them, so he knew what Jessica was teasing them about.
ジョージの兄貴は俺にとっても尊敬できるお人だ。シャノンちゃんは本当にいい人と巡り会えたと思うぜ。
だな。私もジョージ兄さんなら安心してシャノンを任せられるぜ。
からかうのはよしてくれよ。僕たちにとっては真面目な問題なんだ。それよりジェシカちゃんの方だってどうなんだい？
Yeah, and Canon.
カノン君と少しは仲良くなれたのかい？
That's a little bit more complicated, like, he's like... Like, at this point he's a lost cause. He only like got better in like end of episode 3, I guess. When he didn't want it to be furniture anymore and stuff. Yeah, Butler is like, what the
お
fuck?
前カノン君とそういう仲なのかよ。
I like Jessica blushing like this and with this smile. This is just amazing. This is adorable as hell.
汚いぜジョージ兄さん。そういう話の切り返し方は汚いぜ。
Okay, so it was just only tiny bit of like dialogue to relax, I guess, before something terrible will happen, I guess. As they had an animated discussion with ups and downs, the four kids headed for the guest house. The annual family conference was extremely important to the Ushiramiya family. Is the Kinzo already there? Because he said like he will go down to the conference. And that basically will prove that he's actually alive. So the blue truth that Butler used will just be denied at this point, right? That's how it works. And this year seems like it was going to be especially important. Also, yeah, I wonder if like Butler used blue, does it have to be necessarily red that denies it? Or it can't be like situation, like he said that Kinzo is dead, right? At this point. And if Kinzo appear on the conference, does it mean like blue is denied? Or he can still assume that what he sees is just an illusion and he still need like confirmation by red? I feel like this is very important piece of and question for the stuff. Apparently the family head, Kinzo, was personally going to be making a very serious announcement. Oh, okay. And everyone other than the adults has been strictly ordered to leave. Everyone, okay. Butler hadn't attended the family conference in 6 years, so he didn't really notice. But according to Jessica, there seems to be very tense atmosphere tonight. Completely different from a normal year. So it's not like the adults just chased them out. It's actually like they chased him out because of Kinzo. Common sense made it clear that Kinzo, whose remaining life was short, was going to make some big announcement about the succession of the headship and the distribution of his fortune.
しかし驚いたな。まさか本当にじいさまが登場するとは。
Yeah, that was I was like wondering. You said in blue that he's dead, so it's basically denied your theory.
なるほど。これが魔女の反撃というわけね。
Yeah. So she don't have to use red. It's just can have to be situation that Butler actually see, because we know that Butler don't see everything on the board. Like there were situations which Butler is not aware that happened. Like in the episodes 2 or 3. I don't remember like exactly which stuff. Oh, the fight in the corridor between like Rudolph, Kirie and Hideyoshi. Butler didn't saw this fight, so he's not aware of everything that's happening on the board. So if he don't see it, then red is necessary, I guess, and if he can see it, it's just okay.
金蔵というジョーカーはもう少し伏せていたかったところだが、そろそろ切るのが頃合いであろう。切り札は切るためにある。
くそ。じいさまは最初から死んでて。
Yep.
その代わりに謎の18人目が紛れ込んでるっていう俺の推理は
Pretty much.
ここに来ていきなりバッサリってわけか。
いつかはそなたが金蔵を疑いに来ることは読めておったわ。
Also, I will kind of speedrun my theories. I will try to make like 2 theories in 1 week. I'm like, I didn't have like time past days, but I'm basically finished with my notes on episode 2 case, and I will go to the episode 3 this week, so we may have like 2 theory videos, like maybe not this week, but one this week and one next week about episode 3, and then we can like finally go into like the final stretch of like trying to solve everything together, because episode 2 and 3 I want to approach like I used to in episode 1, so keep it simple, just make the theory about what happened, like who was the culprit and how the murders happened. Not going into like trying to solve like Umineko or something. I have like my notes in the and stuff in back of my head about specifically Beato and the Golden Land. I don't know what to do with Meta World yet, but yeah, I have also random thoughts about Golden Land and stuff. And this is like getting really out of control. Like, yeah, Discord is pretty messed up right now. I mean, yeah, when I start analyzing something, then there's like tons of spam, and my brain is like to like start thinking about Umineko at like 5 AM, and this is pretty bad then. Anyway, let's just continue.
さあさあ、これでそなたの推理は再びゼロに戻ったぞ。金蔵は最初から死んでいて、その代わりにわらわが18人目として紛れ込んでいたという推理はこれでパーだ。
くそだがくじけねえぞ。
They didn't use damn it. Nice. I think this is the first time we see fuck in Umineko.
一つの推理が外れただけだ。嵐のように、暴風のように襲いかかってやる。
Yep. Like we said, like blue is basically a shotgun.
そうでなくてはな、そうでなくてはな。まだまだ第一の晩祭始まっていないぞ。屈服にはあまりに早すぎる。
Yeah, I wonder what the first twilight will be. Is it going to be more
So,
difficult than previous?
そして赤き真実で否定されたわけでもない。
So the red is actually necessary?
今この瞬間の時点でまだバトラの説は破られたわけではない。
Oh, really?
あ
Okay.
ったつもりになるのも早すぎるわよ。
So what you're saying is that Kinzo is actually dead and it's just someone similar to Kinzo that appears. So basically servants, probably Genji, because he's the closest one to Kinzo, and also Nanjo. Oh, and Kraus as well, because he's a caretaker and not Tsuki. Yeah, these people. They are in this and they know that Kinzo is dead. And they just got someone who looks similar to Kinzo as his substitute, basically. Yeah, that's this way. This theory of Butler still holds up, if it's not the Knight in Red saying that Kinzo is not dead.
そうだな。
That's right, NG. That's right.
確かに、あっさり鵜呑みにするにはまだ早いな。じいさまがいよいよ登場する。と、やっぱり体調が悪くなった云々言って、現れない可能性だってある。
Okay, yeah, he's still not appeared actually. Okay, we can look at this like this
本当は
as
死ん
well.
でいるという事実を。
Okay, that's fine.
クラウスおじさんがギリギリまで苦し紛れで引き延ばしているだけかもしれない。
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. That's fine as well.
なるほどなるほど。そういう考え方もあるか。好きにするがよい。すぐに決着する。すぐにな。
Okay. Quite ominous. Okay. All of the relatives and Nanjo could be seen in the dining hall. Nanjo sat alone, quietly watching the wind and rain outside. So Nanjo is also into this, so only kids were chased out. Even Nanjo is here. So it's not a message only for Ushiremiya. It's specifically for adults. Kraus sat down in the seat of his own rank, with Natsuki standing motionlessly at his side. The other siblings were gathered at the opposite end of the long table, whispering to each other.
そりゃ本当か。
ええ、マリアは傘をくれた人物をお父様だというのよ。
This is different. Holy shit! Okay! Okay! Okay. Funny thing, in my notes on episode 2, I did a question mark at the end of for the ending of the episode 2 with Kinzo next to Beatrice equals and question mark if Kinzo is Beatrice. Like, she's just a legend, right? So, supposedly just a legend. So, it's entirely possible that he's just like trying to create this legend by himself. It's not like necessarily said that Beatrice have to be a woman. Like, he can just like play a figure. He don't have to appear or anything, it's just like a game. It's like more complicated than that, but it's just like my little like question mark at the end. But you will hear about this in the proper video when I will talk about this. Because it's kinda more complicated how I got into this conclusion, I guess. But yeah, this is way different from the like previous episodes.
なんちゅうことや。ということはつまりわしらの作戦は根底から崩れたっちゅうわけか。
作戦も何も。お父様が健在で自ら発表があると言った以上、もう兄さんとのくだらない駆け引きは一切不要だわ。
だな。クソ親父め。もったいぶらずにとっとと現れてくれりゃよかったんだ。おかげで俺たちは兄貴と無駄に揉めただけだ。
それを試したかったのかもね。
Okay.
血のつながってない私が言うのもなんだけど、あなたたちのお父様、かなり頭はいいわよ。
Pretty much.
日中のやりとりは多分使用人の誰かに聞かれてお父様に報告されてたのよ。なんてこと。お父様の遺産が目当てで騒いでることはもうバレバレってことじゃない。
I mean, he knew that from the beginning.
ああ、なんてことよ。
Like, what else can you talk about when you hear that he's like near like his death, basically? Eva uncharacteristically held her head, dejected. As if Kyrie had said, everything had been going according to Kinzo's plans from the beginning. And if it was a huge setup that had been kept up for over a year, trying to find the siblings' true intentions, then they had fallen for it completely.
お父さんの耳に入ったとまだ決まったわけやない。
いいえ、入ってるに決まってるわ。兄さん以外の全員がお父様は死んでいると言い切り、お父様の健在を信じなかった。
Okay.
ああ、もう終わりだわ。お父様は宣言するのよ。
They started to panicking.
兄さんこそが後継ぎで、私たちには片翼を身にまとう資格もないと宣告するのよ。あ、私は。
Well, Eva in despair.
姉さん、しっかり。
Hello, Rosa, you crazy? Yeah.
ローザさん、マリアちゃんは本当にお父様に傘をもらったのか
That's
しら。
what she said.
え、どういう意味？
I mean, yeah, actually, they can like distrust Rosa. If they want to like deny existence of father, then they can just deny Rosa and say that she's like in this together with Kraus. She can just lie about Maria's statement and just agree with Maria about doing stuff.
マリアちゃんはお父様に会ったかもしれない。でも私たちは会ってないわ。マリアちゃんがそうだと主張しているだ
Yeah,
けよ。
exactly.
そんな、マリアが嘘をついているというの？
Yep.
落ち着けよローズ。マリアちゃんが嘘をつくとは言ってねえ。だがマリアちゃんは素直な子だろ。
Yeah. Yeah. Innocent kid that wants revenge on her mother? Yeah, I don't know.
例えばだが、源氏さんあたりがこの傘はおじい様からマリア様に渡すように言われました みたいなことを言ったら、マリアちゃんは親父に会ったわけでなくても、おじい様に傘をもらったって言うかもしれないですよ。
そうね。その手が考えられるわ。
だがな、マリアちゃんはこう言ったんやろ。おじい様がやってきて傘を渡してくれたと。
ええ、そう言ったわ。おじい様から直接受け取ったとはっきり言ったわ。
Yeah, but if she was told to say that, then I don't see a problem here.
直接か。お手上げだな。
I don't get this. Why? Genji said something. I was told by your grandfather to hand this to. Okay, so this is like very specific, but he could just like give her the umbrella, like Genji could give her umbrella, and say like, "Hey, tell your parents that father gave it to you." That's all. That's all. And we have this problem solved. Guys, please.
下手な考え、休むに似たりとはよく言ったものだわ。ちょっと考えてみたら、傘がどうこうなんてどうでもいい問題だわ。
どうしてよ。マリアちゃんが兄さんに買収されて、あたかもお父様が健在であるかのように嘘を頼まれたかもしれないでしょ。
Bribe.
傘が確かにお父様から渡されたなんて証拠、どこにもありはしない。
マリアちゃんが誰から傘をもらっていようとも、あるいは傘なんかそもそももらっていなかったとしても、お父様はもうじき現れる。
Okay.
現れたお父様の前に、傘の問題なんて全くどうでもいい。
Pretty much, yeah. Umbrella is like irrelevant.
つまり、傘の問題が取り沙汰されるのは、そうでない場合ということよ。
そうでない場合ってのは何のことだ。
そうか。キリエさんが言いたいのはこういうことやろ。お父さんもうすぐでやってくることになっとるが、また難癖をつけて結局現れん可能性がまだ残ってるっちゅ
Yeah.
うことやろ。
And that way we can still assume he's dead, actually.
そうか。そうよね。私たちの追求に兄さんが苦し紛れの時間稼ぎでお父様が現れると出任せを言ったのかもしれない。やっぱりお父様はすでに亡くなっていて、兄さんは今なおまだ健在であると嘘をつき続けている。
つまり、お父様が現れれば、すべての策は通用しない。
Yeah, you will have to like think in some other way.
考える必要もない。私たちは訴状の魚。運を天に任せて、お父様との直接交渉に臨むしかないわ。それこそ、土下座とげんこつを覚悟して、お金を無心するしかない。でも逆に、お父様が現れなければ、私たちの当初の作戦は
Yeah,
何も揺るがない。
なるほど。つまりどっちに転ぼうとも今さらあたふたする必要は何もないってことね。
そういうこと。お父様が現れれば、本来の親族会議が行われるだけの話。
Yeah, so far it's pretty basic setup for the episode. Like, if he don't appear, then we can assume he's dead. If he appears, then we'll have to think something else. But until like all of them see father, then we can just assume he's dead. If like one of them sees a father, then we can assume that she's lying or he's lying, because he could be bribed by Kraus. Like for example, let's say that Rosa, maybe not Rosa because Maria is with Rosa, but maybe like, I don't know, Rudolph, for example. Rudolph sees father. We can assume that he got bribed by Kraus to say that. It's still not proving that Kinzo is alive.
現れなければ、私たちは引き続き、クラウス兄さんを追求すればいいだけの話なのよ。
お父さんの機嫌が急に悪くなってみたいなクラウスさんの言い逃れを決して許さんようにせんとな。
どうやら 私たちが本当に検討すべきは、兄さんがどんな策を弄してこの場をごまかそうとしてくるかよ。往生際の悪さは私が一番よく知っているわ。
お父様がお元気なら、私たちは土下座してお金を無心し、クラウス兄さんの茶番だったなら、私たちは醜い兄弟喧嘩を再開し、はあ、今年も素敵な親族会議になりそうね。
Yep, pretty much.
だな。下手な考え、休むに似たりってわけか。もうじき22時だな。兄貴に催促してみるか。
Rudolf and the rest looked at Kraus. He was sitting down firmly, and looked like he was awaiting Kinzo's arrival with an air of composure. They couldn't tell if he really was composed, or if he was scheming about how to tie together his lie.
あなた。
落ち着きなさい。もう今さらジタバタしても始まらん。
Oh?
源氏さんに任せよう。
Leave it to Genji. Ah, okay.
もうじき10時ですね。
That was the time that had been set for tonight's family conference to open. And it was the time that the Ushirime family head needed to appear. I mean, Genji is kind of old, right? Can he, like, make some kind of, like... Because Genji is actually amazing, right? So, is it possible that Genji can, like, make some kind of, like, makeup or something that he will look like Ginzo? Like, Genji could work as a spy, like, seriously. Right then, they heard the sound of footsteps approaching from the hall. Okay. There were multiple sets. So she raised her head, relieved. Okay, so servants are here as well. But because of the sound of knock, her expression was filled with disappointment. Yeah, because Kinzo would not knock. Because Kinzo probably wouldn't have knocked. Yep.
失礼いたします。
Hi.
戸締まりの見回りが終わりました。
Wait, was it always this case? Okay, am I being, like, bamboozled now? Why we have his full name? Wait. I think I'm making things up, like, what the fuck? Okay, I will check it later. I was sure we always had, like, in this textbook only said Goda. We never had his full name, like, Goda Toshiro. I'm pretty sure we never had this, like, full, like, name of his in this box. We always had just Goda. Didn't we? I will check this out later. I don't know why. Maybe my brain is kinda weird today, but yeah. It was Goda and Kumasawa. Unlike the powerful Goda, it was rare for Kumasawa with her old body to be forced to work this late. Of course, Kraus also seems to know that.
ご苦労だった。こんな時間まで申し訳ないね、熊様さん。
Okay.
いいえ。
What were you skimming?
こう見えても、まだまだ夜更かしは得意でございますので。
Okay, Kumasawa also have a last name, so maybe it's just my imagination, probably. Sorry about that.
熊沢についてだけ
I
は
don't know why
立ち
I
会いを
did
外
that.
させても良いのでは。さすがに体に応えるでしょう。
使用人も全員揃えろとの命令だ。
Okay.
逆らえん。
Tonight's family conference was clearly different from normal. On a normal year, no one was allowed to attend except family members. To have the servants present for such a thing was unthinkable. But this year was different. All of the servants was told to attend. Of course, they were not allowed to talk. They were there as observants. Just what in the world was happening that needed to be observed by the 5 servants? Even Kraus didn't know.
徹夜はこう見えても強いんですよ。
You just said that.
旦那様もサバをもりもり食べれば夜ももっとたくましくなれますよ。
Wow. Really?
なるほど。まだまだお元気でおられる。
The mackerel lady.
100歳になっても元気でお勤めに違いない。
奥様、勝手ながら軽食の準備をさせていただきました。いつでも配膳できますので、ご指示を頂戴できればと思います。
ありがとう。やはりあなたは気が利きますね。他の皆さんにコーヒーのおかわりを勧めてください。
Shannon.
かしこまりました。
After nodding, Goddard took the pot towards the relatives gathered at the end of the other table. At the end of the table. As he did, more footsteps approached from the hallway. It was a single set. It was light. Even before the knock, they could imagine who it was.
失礼いたします。お子様方をゲストハウスへお送りいたしました。
ご苦労でした。今夜は特別な晩です。
Yep.
緊張感を欠かさないように。
はい、かしこまりました、奥様。
Very specific setup. I wonder what the announcement will be. Genji had gone with Kanon to meet Kinzo. There was still no sign of the return. What if like Genji and Kanon actually working like... It's still the theory about the makeup and making someone else look like Kinzo. Like, they're taking awfully long time. They can just like take some person, it's not necessarily have to be the Genji, there can be like someone else who take place for Kinzo, right? And they can just like make him to look like Kinzo. That's why it takes a lot of time. Because they want to like disguise him. The hand of the clock passed 22 slightly. Once sure of that, Eva spoke to Kraus.
兄さん、もう時間だけれども、親族会議まだ始まらないのかしら？
主賓の到着が遅れている。
Arrival of the guest of honor. Guest of honor in the episode 2? Yeah, episode 2 was Beato. Is she going to appear again?
しばらく待ちたまえ。
Unless he's talking about actually Kinzo. But why he's talking about like him as a guest of honor doesn't make sense. So I guess like someone else will appear. Like Beato did in episode 2.
悪いけど、時間を切ってもらうわよ。お父様がなかなか来ないなんてのを延々と続けて、夜明けまで待たされたらたまらないわ。
親父殿のお越しになる時間を私が約束などできるものか。何を焦っているのだね。まずはコーヒーでも飲んで落ち着かんかね。
兄貴、俺たちは親族会議のために集まってる。茶番じゃない。あと30分は待つ。だがそれでダメなら書斎に押しかけさせてもらうぜ。
押しかけるとは物騒な。
That's pretty like heavy resolution, but that will work.
当主様への敬いにあまりにも欠ける行為です。
Yeah, and if Kinzo is actually alive, that would basically mean bye-bye to money for you.
そうよね。ごめんなさい。あと30分はおとなしくしてるわ。
My god, I love Eva. Her voice actor is amazing. That's so good.
30分後にも同じ笑いが浮かべられるか楽しみだわ。
親父殿が死んでいると 本気で信じ。
それを今さら議論する気はないわ。
Yeah, we will see that.
お父様がここにやってくればいいだけの話。兄さんを言いまかす必要なんて何もないもの。
後宮家当主は正当なる人間へ正当なる手続きをもって継承される。
Proper person in proper manner. He didn't say it will be passed to me.
お前が何の策を浪したところで何も抗えんよ。もちろん私もな。
Okay.
何をわけのわかんないこと。
So he basically acknowledges that's not necessarily him who's going to get the headship of the Shiromiya. Interesting. So he knows something.
今まで散々自分こそが次期当主だと威張ってきたくせに。
Yeah.
お前の言葉をそのまま返そう。それを今さら議論する気はないね。親父殿がやってきて、自らの口でそれを宣言すればいいだけの話だ。お前を言いまかす必要などどこにもない。だったか
な。Nice. Kraus casually turned Eva's words back on her. Of course, that added oil to Eva's anger. But it didn't ignite, because in an instant, the sound of a very loud knock rang out. Genji? Both Genji and Kanon were usually very reserved when they knocked. They wouldn't hit the door with such violent strength, as Kinzo of them, or at least a person that looks like Kinzo. It was like a judge, gavel slamming down in a call for silence, so everyone was quiet. The door opened slightly, and Genji shot himself. Then he spoke with a serious tone, different from his usual one. It wasn't the tone he used when carrying out his duties. It was the tone he used when speaking for Kinzo himself. So, just by hearing Genji speak like that, the siblings were struck with a sudden tension. Wow. At those words, the dining hall was wrapped in total silence, and everyone hurriedly returned to their designated seats. It was as though students who had been busting around just before homeroom had decided to return to their seats when the teacher came, and it might even have looked humorous. But there was no way anyone would joke about it. Everyone sat in order, and Shan, Goda, and Kumasawa stood up straight in a row by the wall. That's like fancy name. Okay, so basically this is either confirmation that Kinzo is alive, or they have actually substituted for Kinzo and make him look like a Kinzo. Of the double doors that lead to the dining hall, Genji opened the right door from the inside, and Kanon opened the left door from the outside. There he is! Okay, what's going to happen? What's the announcement? Oh, that was like dramatic entrance. And welcomed by a respectful bow from those two. Majestically fluttering his cape, Kinzo appeared. Kinzo's gait had a dignified weight to it, and it was hard to believe that he had reportedly been at the end of his life. Genji pulled back Kinzo's seat and motioned for him to sit. But Kinzo stayed standing, signaling with his chin for Genji to move back. Oh, he's serious. Okay. What? It definitely sounds like Kinzo. He's crazy.
ようこそ諸君、六軒島へ。何を怯えた顔をしておるのか、エヴァ。
いえ、そんな怯えてるなんて。お父様が大変お元気そうなので、ほっとしただけで。
Yeah.
おお、
Why he looks so happy here? What is going on?
エヴァ、お前は相変わらず面白いな。
Okay.
クラウスとの賭けに負けて悔しいと素直に言えばよいのに。
Wow. He so know what's going on.
言えないよな。
Eva realized that the conversation during the day had indeed been leaked to Kinzo, and she hung her head, turning red.
さてと、我が息子たち娘たち、そしてその伴侶の諸君、お前たちの就寝している我が財産と当主の継承について、
Okay.
今宵は重要な発表をしようと思う。
I wondered if he will like confirm for us that I don't have a successor yet. The one who will solve the epitaph will be my successor. Something like that. Something along these lines. It's like basically confirmation directly from him that they have to figure out the epitaph. It's not like just left to them to figure this out from like random bits of like evidences, like in the previous episodes.
まず最初に、私はひどく失望していることを伝
Yeah,
え
pretty
よ
much.
うと思う。
We all know we are disappointed in everyone here.
それは今日まで誰にもあの碑文の謎を解くことができなかったということだ。
No one even tried. Even though Kinzo said he was disappointed, a condescending smile rose to his face, as though there was no way, the likes of this could have solved it, and his gaze passed through all of them.
私はあれを解けた者に全てを譲り渡すつもりでいた。
Yep.
しかし、今日までに誰も解くことができず、我が全ては誰にも継承されることなく、ここに至っているわ
Did
け
you
だ。
like set a time limit for like past 2 years? Because I think the epitaph is like 2 years on display. So today is like basically the limit of solving the epitaph, I guess. And why specifically this day? Whoa! Wait, this is like new face? Like this eyes? This is new? That's kind of terrifying.
お前たちの中にそれを受け継ぐ資格を持つ人間が現れなかったことが、私は心底残念であり、そして情けなくざまあないと思
Wow,
っている。
he's dissing all of them. Okay, regardless if he's fake or not, he's amazing. The siblings hung their heads in silence. Of course, they would have solved it if they could. True, they couldn't deny they'd wasted a golden opportunity. But it was just so hard. Wait, so they did try to solve it? For past 2 years? Are you serious? This is way different from the previous episodes. In previous episodes, no one even like thought about solving it. And they were just thinking about this like during the typhoon, during these 2 days. That's so different.
よって私は碑文の謎にて我が継承者を選ぶことをここに中止することを宣言する。
Oh! Oh, so we are scrapping away the epitaph entirely. What the actual fuck?
つまりはタイムオーバー。
Okay. What now?
ゲームオーバーというわけだ。残念だったな、お前たち。お前たちには等しく公平にチャンスがあったはずなのに、それが今ここについえた。
Okay. Okay, so what about Beato and like apparently like reviving her or whatever you want to do? Okay. Okay, this is so different. This episode is changing like everything. It like making theory on episode 4 will be so fun. Oh my god. My mind just went like into like storm for a second here. It truly sounded like Kinzo was making a victory proclamation. Question mark? Yep.
わかっているよな、クラウス。お前には確かに次期当主という肩書きを与えた。だが、お前はそれに溺れただけだ。
Wow. Yep, pretty much.
次期当主というのはどういう意味かわかるか？
お父さんの後を継ぐという意味です。
Wow, Chaos is so disappointed.
次期当主というのは当主が約束されたものではない。
Wow.
いいかクラウス、二度と教えないからよく聞けよ。次期当主というのはな、自分以外にも当主を狙う奴がいたら。
Successor is what you call someone who finds everyone else who's after the headship.
その花を徹底的にへし折って二度と逆らえないようにしてやるやつのことを言うのだ。
So basically create like supremacy above like everyone else. Huh. I wonder if I should use this like in later theories. Probably I should.
これは何も当主だけのことではない。金についても言える。金持ちというのは金を持っているやつのことではない。自分より金を持っているやつすべてを叩き潰し、
Someone who crashes everyone with more money than
そ
himself.
して誰よりも金をかき集められるやつのことを言うのだ。
That's a way of thinking.
才能も同じ。天才とは才能に秀でたやつのことではない。自分より秀でたやつをすべて叩き潰し、自分を天才と全ての人間に呼ばせることを力とカリスマで強要できるやつを指している。お前はその全てにおいて勘違いしているのだよ。だから次期当主の器ではないのだよ。
勉強になります。
Wow. Perhaps that truly was Kinzo's philosophy. As a result of faithfully carrying out that round-like philosophy of his, Kinzo had glorified the Yoshimiya family to the state it was in today. It may be hard to imagine after his immersion in the occult in recent years, but that brutally overbearing outlook was no more or less than Yoshimiya Kinzo's charisma and aura.
このような不甲斐ないクラウスに後ろ宮家の全てを継承する資格などない。ならばエヴァ、ルドルフ、ローザの3人にはあるのか？
He will say like none of you.
これも脳である。非分の謎を解けず、さりとてクラウスを引きずり下ろす策も浪せず。
Yep, nothing worked.
お前たちにできたのは3人寄せ集めで共同戦線を張ってクラウスから金をせびろうとしたことだけ。しかもその策も浅はかそのもの。 クラウス一人を追い詰めることさえできやしない。情けないことこの上なし。次期当主の座をどんなことをしてでも奪い取ろうという貪欲さが足りぬ。欲しいもののためにはいかなる犠牲も払い、どこまでも貪欲となるべし、強欲となるべし。幸運の女神は貪欲なる者にこそ微笑む。その野生の精神がないお前たち3人にクラウス同様に継承の資格などありはしない。
Even the rest had no words to respond with. Yeah, how could you? And they couldn't calculate what it was Kinzo was about to say. Was Kinzo actually planning to proclaim that no one would succeed the headship? If so, that would work to Eva, Rudolph and Rose's advantage. After all, in the end, they just have to renegotiate everything among the siblings after Kinzo's death, splitting the inheritance evenly. It would surely be more troublesome if a specific person's name was raised and proclaimed to be successor. But would Kinzo really say something to benefit any of the 4 siblings after demanding them so much?
まさか誰にも引き継がないからと財産を全て慈善団体にでも寄付するとか言い出すつもりじゃないでしょうね。
Yeah, that would be a problem.
お父様ならやりかねないという恐怖はあるわ。
頭に血が上ってるだけさ。しばらくは聞き流すしかね
え。ではお父さん、次期当主についてはどういうお考えをお持ちですか？
お前たちに完全に失望した以上、私は誰に引き継ぐ気も失った。
That's so different.
よって後宮家はこれで終わる。
Okay. Okay. Wow.
私の代で終わりだ。
What an announcement. Holy shit.
そういうわけには。
後宮家などあの震災の時にとっくに滅んでおるわ。今の後宮家など私がつかの間だけ見ている黄金の幻想に過ぎぬのだ。
はあ。
私が夢より覚めれば終わる程度のもの。
What a philosopher.
この世などすべては夢、幻。
This is such a great monologue from Kinzo.
生など死という目覚めの前には白チュームと同じよ。ああ、そうだ。元よりそうだったのだ。私が死ぬ時に全てを失うのがベアトリーチェとの契約、そして呪い。
Okay, he brought Beatrice into his talk right now. I should lose everything when I die was part of Beatrice's contract. Yeah. We had that in the letters from the part 1 and 2.
さあ行くか、ベアトリーチェ。
And the epitaph was basically the closure, so it won't happen. And if it's gone, if epitaph is irrelevant now, then it basically means that literally Beato will just take everything back. Or basically the Ushimiya ends here. Because epitaph was the only meaning to like continue the family.
お前を捕らえるのはこの私だ。
Okay.
今宵それは現実となるだろう。
Okay. He's all getting crazy. For a while, Kinzo was overcome with crackling and his eyes bulged. Whenever he talked about Beatrice, it was always both eloquent and insane.
お前たちのような愚かなる息子たちなどまさに白昼夢。初めからいなかったも同然よ。消えろ、覚めろ。真実の私のまどろみとともに消え去ってしまえ。
Okay.
私を継承するに値する何者も築き上げてこなかった出来損ない
He's so
ど
dissing
も
them.
め。
金蔵さん、よろしいか
な。何か我が友よ。
Nanjo nervously raised his hand, asking to speak. Kinzo allowed him to.
金蔵さんの気持ちもわかる。子供たちを愛するがゆえに大きな期待を寄せ、それゆえに期待を裏切られたような気持ちになる。
As a parent, oh, so he have a kid. Okay, I should like expect that, but that's still first time we heard that.
同じく子供や孫を持つ身としてよくわかります。しかし金蔵さんは非凡だ、天才だ。そんな金蔵さんに追いついて当然というんではちょいとひどすぎるんじゃないかね。それでもそんな金蔵さんに追いつこうとクラウスさんもエヴァさんもルドルフさんもローザさんも、そしてその伴侶の皆さんもよく頑張っています。
ほほう、よく頑張ってどの程度の金を稼ぎ上げたというのか。
Nice. Wow.
事業にことごとく失敗して借金を抱え、未だに私のすねをかじろうという間抜けどものどこがよく頑張っていると言えるのか。
He's not wrong.
この世のすべては金として結晶しているのだ。それがつかめぬということはこの世を掴んでおらぬということ。魂がこの世をしっかり掴んでおらぬということは生きるに値せぬということだ。消えろ、我が生と現実から消え去ってしまえ。
それは暴論です。その理論から言ったら私だって生きていてはいけないことになる。そんな私でも金蔵さんと過ごしたチェスの時間は共に価値あるものだったと信じていますぞ。世の中お金で買えないものもたくさんあることを金蔵さん自身が誰よりもご存知のはずだ。
Okay. As the siblings motionlessly hung their heads, they cheered Nanjo inside their hearts. None of the siblings could offer their opinion in front of Kinzo in rage, but Kinzo's close friend Nanjo alone was allowed to. Even though Kinzo had raged so fiercely, after being admonished by Nanjo, he nodded several times as though in agreement. This surprisingly obedient side of him might have seemed cute, but there was no other here who could laugh.
確かに息子さんたちは金蔵さんほどの財は築き上げられなかったかもしれない。まあそれでも私から見れば羨ましいほどのお金持ちではありますがな。
Okay.
しかしお金だけでなくお金では買えないたくさんのものを築き上げました。それについて言えば金蔵さんにも負けないくらいです。
ほう、金で買えぬ何を積み上げたというのか。
Families, maybe?
幸せです。
Yeah, okay.
家族です。
Yep, that's what I think.
彼らは素晴らしい伴侶を見つけ、子を産み、それぞれの幸せな家庭を築かれています。あなたの一族を繁栄させ、そして孫を連れ帰ってきてくれました。孫はいいですぞ。私たち年寄りは私たちには見ることもかなわぬ新しき時代を生きるだろう若き孫に無限の未来を想像するのです。それは老境の唯一の楽しみではありません。
Will Nanjo actually be able to like change Kinzo's mind on things?
思い出しなさい、金蔵さん。彼らが初めて
孫を連れて帰ってくれた時の喜びを。
Suddenly Nanjo is more relevant than he was like ever
息
in
子
the
さんたち
story.
は、そして孫たちは、金蔵さんの偉業を後の世まで伝え、模範としてくれることでしょう。それはお金がいくらあろうとも孤独なる身にはなせぬことです。
Siblings all nodded in agreement. Certainly, Kinzo had looked happy when his grandchildren had just been born, back when he still had some sanity in his heart. However, did Kinzo's heart still contain a human's warmth?
それはつまり、私が成した巨万の富の代わりに、金を儲ける代わりに孫を儲けたと、そういうわけか。
いえいえ、そういう意味では。
私が稼ぎ上げた数百億という財産の代わりに、息子たちは一人ずつ孫を儲けたというわけか。
He's starting to laugh.
それは素晴らしい。
Wow, he likes the idea actually, okay.
つまりは100億を投じて命を一つ生み出したと。
Oh my god, this is so specific. Oh my god, this is... Oh my god. Okay, my mind just went back to one of my theories on Discord channel I did like last week about Beato and Golden Land. And one of the sentences we had before, when he also, I think it was him, who said like created, or maybe someone else was that. He created life. Oh my... I'm not going into this right now because my brain will just explode, but it's once again, it's mentioned once again.
そういうわけだ。これは面白い。錬金術的に考えて実に面白い例えではないか。
Yeah. Also, I might just like getting crazy and just go into like very specific part of sentences for like no particular reason. But this is what struck me when I was like thinking about stuff about Beato and like Kuvadorian and Golden Land and everything. And it's like just struck me again because of the sentence.
ほう、なんと価値ある孫たちなのか。素晴らしい、素晴らしい。そうなのか、クラウス。お前の娘には100億の価値があるというのか。
Wow. Kraus couldn't answer instantly. It wasn't that he didn't have confidence in his daughter. It was because he didn't have a clue what Kinzo was trying to test him with in this question. But when Natsuhi was then pressed for answer, she responded, breaking Kraus' silence with an answer of her own interpretation.
はい、ジェシカは100億のお金を積まれても手放せない娘です。その意味において、お金では数えられない価値があると信じています。
ほう、100億の価値があると言い切るか。
Where is this going? It's so weird, like what will happen?
ほうほう。エヴァはどうか。お前のところのジョージはどうだ。
This is so weird and bizarre. Since Natsuki had answered that way, Eva naturally came up with her own answer as well. Even though Eva should have known better than to respond to a provocation question like this, she answered as well.
お父様。ジョージには100億の、いいえ、それ以上の価値があります。
Okay.
それはお金で買えないという抽象的な意味ではありません。ジョージは必ずや自らの価値に等しいだけの財産を築き上げるでしょう。
Nice.
お父様の偉業を継ぐにふさわしい孫となるはずです。
Eva sent a glance at Hideyoshi and Natsuki as if she scored a point. When she heard what Eva had said, Natsuki was about to add more price to her daughter, but stopped at a glare from Kraus. Okay, what about Enchi and Butler? Yeah, okay, now's my question. If he's going to mention Enchi and Butler or just Butler, because they have 2 kids. Which will be it? Why Butler? There's also Enchi.
うちのバトラーはジョージ君に比べられちゃ威張れることは何もね。
Yeah, pretty specific. I wonder why they never mentioned Enchi. Maybe they will, but why they forgot about her? I mean, yeah, she's like the youngest one. She's the youngest one, but still, she's part of Shiromiya family. She's a granddaughter for Kinzo. So I don't see reason to not mention her.
誘拐されて身代金を100億よこせと脅されたら、のしをつけて進呈したい程度のやつではある。
Okay, very specific, Rudolph. Very specific. I love him. Oh my god.
さらに、バカで無鉄砲だ。偉そうな夢やできるわけもねえことを。
Okay, Rudolph is chill as fuck. I love Rudolph. Like seriously, he don't give a fuck about Kinzo at this point. And money.
バカ100億人分に匹敵する大バカだろうさ。
Good stuff, good stuff. I love it, Rudolph. This is the best answer so far.
バカもできねえ凡人どもが100億人束になってもできねえことをきっと俺はどうせこけるだろうとは思ってる。世の中は甘くねえ。しかし100億奴の人生は干渉して愉快なものになるだろうことだけは疑ってねえぜ。
Nice, nice. Eva clicked her tongue at that clever style of speech, which would probably means much Kinzo tastes. Apparently Rudolph had done that on purpose, so he grinned back at her. What about Enchi? Kinzo, come on! Rudolph, Kyrie, your daughter, she exists! She's just not here! What the fuck? I'm annoyed.
マリアは私の可愛いたった一人の娘です。
Yeah!
お金の価値で測れるものではありません。
Okay.
それだけです。
I'm not entirely sure how to take Rosa's statements on Maria, because we know the backstory for them. Yeah. I mean, we know she loves Maria, okay? At least that's what she's like sometimes showing up when she's like starting to understand stuff. Unless she's playing that, I don't know. Source of my magical power, okay.
希望をなくしていかなる魔法も力を持ちはしない。すでに凡百であることを証明してしまったお前たちには何を期待することもかなわないが。なるほど。孫たちには未来の可能性があり、魔法的奇跡を期待する価値はあり得るというわけか。それをもって100億以上の価値と言ってみせるなら、わからぬでもない。
When Kinzo got enraged, he wouldn't let anyone speak up. But even so, he would sometimes accept something on his own while yelling by himself, and change his own opinion. That's what this felt like to the siblings. Apparently, even though Kinzo had been discussed as unsuccessful children and had cast them away, as being unfit for the inheritance of his title or his fortune, he wasn't sure about his grandchildren. At this rate, he might soon say that the inheritance would go to his grandchildren instead of the siblings. As the siblings sat in fear of what their fickle and short-tempered father might suddenly think of next, they carefully watched his every move. Okay.
お前たちに我が全てを継承する気は全くない。しかし、孫たちの誰かにその資格があるかどうかを問うのは、なかなかに面白いことだ。
I'm ready. What you going to think of Kinzo? You're genius. You're mad genius.
いつまでも子供だと思っておったが、ひょっとすると。私を驚かせるような原石のきらめきを見せてくれるかもしれん。そしてそれを期待し試すのは、なるほど。我が余生最後の道楽としても捨てがたい。
Will you like actually make Epitaph relevant again? Come on. Don't do that. Just think about something else.
さて。これはどうしたものか。
ジョージならお父様の後を継ぐにふさわしいと私は自信を持って推薦できます。
That's not going to work, and it's actually probably harming George in the situation. You do not want to speak to Kinzo like that at this point. Eva claimed that right away. Natsuki looked like she was about to follow along, but Kraus gave her a look telling her to restrain herself, so she swallowed her words. Yep, pretty good, Kraus. Good job on holding her back.
勇ましいではないか。ではこうしよう。後宮家の家督と財産のすべてを受け継ぐ資格があるかどうか。
Okay. Oh my god, that's going to be... I bet like every single one of them, like parents will try to like tell their children like, hey, you have to say to him that and that and that. And basically the one that will not tell what his parents wants will win. Basically, the one who inherits the power and everything, like power, I mean like financial power and everything, need to be able to think for himself and be superior. It's not, he cannot, like, follower of Kinzo cannot, like, obey someone else. Basically, that's what he thinks. So... if kids will speak for their parents, not for themselves, they have no way of winning that. That's what I think. It must be their own thoughts and their own reasons that are superior to everyone else.
しかし、それはお前たちの誰かに間接的に家督を引き継ぐという意味ではない。お前たちにはすでに失望しているのだ。お前たちに与えるものは今や何もない。何もな。
Wow.
私が問うのは孫たちだ。そして引き継ぐかもしれないのも孫たちだ。
Angie is not here. I want to once again tell that.
それを決して勘違いするな。
They forgot about Angie like totally. Like, what the fuck? Why?
お父さんの判断に従います。
同じくだ。親父の決定に従うぜ。なあ、姉貴。
もちろんよ。お父様が賢明な判断をされると信じています。
私も お父様の判断に従
Yeah,
いま
she's
す。
so concerned about Maria. To be honest, I think like Maria have the highest chances to win. I mean, she's the most innocent, I would say, quote quote. Because she's a little kid. She still have like... She's still not into like... understanding the whole world and everything. She will have like her own total answers and mind probably on the situations. Unless... like she will have to like speak with Rosa actually before the questioning. Maybe Rosa can actually influence the answers. Yeah, probably. Actually, I'm not sure. Maria is... Huh. I'm not sure. Maria is 50-50. It depends. There's very, like, a lot of stuff that can happen with Maria.
孫たちをどのように試すかは考えよう。
Okay, so this is not just a questioning.
そしてそれはお前たちには今さら関係のない話だ。当主継承とお前たちはもはや何の関係もないのだから。だからこの場ではお前たちに関係のあるもう一つの話をしようではないか。
Which is?
もう一つの話とは。
それこそが今宵の、そして後ろ宮家最後の親族会議の本当の理由だ。
Okay.
お前たちに求めるのは議論でも意見でもない。
But you said like Epitaph is irrelevant at this point, so this night was about Epitaph, so what?
我が儀式に協力を求めるためだ。
So ceremony is still going to being held.
静かに。お父様がお話をなさっている最中よ。
Rudolph and the rest had automatically narrowed their brows at the occult-like word. Could he be planning to start some strange ceremony involving Beatrice's resurrection again? And he wanted their assistance? What in the world was he planning to do? In the past, he had carried out many eccentrics that he called by the same name, such as starting to burn a strange incense and filling the whole mansion with the stench. To the siblings, a ceremony was nothing more than one of the aged Kinzo's obnoxious hobbies.
お父さん、儀式とは一体。
私たちに協力できることなら何でもご協力します。ねえ、ローザ。
ええ、でも一体何を。
私が碑文に刻んだ通りの儀式だ。
Okay, saying that openly is pretty fucking grim. You're literally asking your kids to die.
ベアトリーチェを蘇らせ、黄金鏡の扉を開く儀式である。
I think we found the real culprit here. We could like expect that, I guess.
肉体の檻を逃れ、私の指の隙間を嘲笑うようにすり抜けるあの魔女を今度こそ捕らえ。
I mean, he made an epitaph of everything, right? And everything, right? So, yeah. But still, we cannot be sure entirely. It might be someone else who is actually a culprit.
屈服させる私の最大の秘術だ。
Also, it's possible that he's a culprit for this episode and there's different culprit for the previous episodes. Because we had mentioned in the episode 4, like near the beginning, that there can be like multiple trophs. So maybe there's like... I don't know how to take that yet. I didn't make any like real theory about episode 4. But might be entirely possible that all episodes are like relevant to each other in some way, but they're like differences. Like they're like separate thing, but also some of the things are like together. I don't know how to explain that. That's weird.
そのために13人もの命を生贄に捧げねばならぬがな。
Yeah. You just proclaim that you are fucking mad to everyone.
13人もの生贄は容易には集まらん。しかし、今宵は親族会議。
Great.
これだけの大人数が六軒島に集まった。この儀式が行えるのは今日を置いて他にないのだ。
One quick calculation. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, episode 4 will die literally everyone, besides Kinzo and kids. That pretty much should be an outcome of this. Taken literally, it sounded like he was telling them to become human sacrifices for his dark ceremony and die. Ridiculous. Was it some kind of metaphor? But I didn't have any clue what he was trying to illustrate. As siblings whispered together about what Kinzo was saying.
親父は何を言ってるんだ。いつもの悪い病気か？
だろうな。しばらく黙って聞いてやれ。
ごめんなさい、お父様。どういう意味でおっしゃられているのか分かりかねます。
何が分かりかねるというのか。私は至極単純に話している。
He's going to just say that.
ベアトリーチェを蘇らせる儀式のために、この島にいる人間から13人を選び、生贄に捧げようと言っている。
Okay, one specific thing, and this is important probably for theories and everything. He never used the word die or kill. He just said he would choose them as sacrifices. It's not necessarily mean they have to die. Okay? I mean, it's in the epitaph, kind of, but if someone is missing for too long, they effectively are considered being dead, like we learned in the episode 4. So they can die like in this way, like getting missing or something, I don't know. I wanted to do something, but I don't know what. Okay, never mind.
何の価値もないお前たちも、我が儀式の生贄としてなら、大いに役に立てるというわけだ。
Also, what is like to choose here? I will choose, like, there's nothing to choose. He wants to question kids. He have to kill all the adults, including servants and his friend. Unless he choose himself, then he will like have to like let Nanjo live or Genji or someone. But I don't think he will want to kill himself. If he is the one who choose and not like Beato through the epitaph and the roulette.
これは冗談でも何でもない。我が人生の最後に欲する最後の賭け、最後の儀式である。この島には今13人を超える人間がいる。つまりこの膨大な数の生贄を容易に満たせるだけの頭数が存在するというわけだ。お前たちは我が儀式の生贄となれ。
金蔵さん、あんたまさかあの話は本気だったのかね。冗談ではなく。
Unusually for him, Najo face changed color. as he stood up and shouted. It seems it wasn't the first time Nanjo heard all this dark about sacrifices.
すまんな我が友よ。あれは冗談でもなんでもない。
This is intense.
我が生涯を賭して最後に挑む儀式でありゲームなのだよ。
I will attempt. So he's still able to die in this. It seems. So will he like actually like run some kind of roulette? Include himself? But he cannot question his grandchildren if he dies, so he cannot choose himself by like logical meaning. Like he wants to question his grandchildren, so he literally cannot die. Like, yeah, like I said, kids and he have to be alive at the end of episode 4. If everyone else is going to die, then yeah, he have to be alive. And kids. There's like no other way. Because he cannot question someone who's dead, or he cannot question if he's dead. So...
お前たちにとって我が財産を得て島を出ることがゴールならば、それを達する方法は2つしかない。13人の生贄から逃れ、見事生き残り、今更ながら碑文の謎を解いて儀式を止めてみせるか。
You said epitaph is irrelevant! What the fuck?
私を殺し。
Oh, okay.
この儀式を止めてみせるか。
So killing Kinzo is stopping ceremony. I wonder if this is the case for the previous episodes. If that's the case for previous episodes as well, if Kinzo's death means stopping the ceremony, that means Kinzo actually did not die in previous episodes. So as I theorized in like episode 1, the body in the incinerator could be Kraus and not actually Kinzo, because he could like have 6 fingers on his feet like Kraus, like Kinzo actually, because it's like inheritance basically. That's just a like simple thought from like my theory. If you want to hear all about, you can just go to the episode, I guess. It's somewhere there on the channel, I don't know. By now, everyone wasn't just whispering, but chattering and muttering away. Even the siblings had noticed that Kinzo was beginning to act abnormally.
お父さん、少しお疲れなのでは。源氏さん、お父さんは少し酒を。
Genji will be so dead serious.
いいえ、親方様はご明晰であらせられます。
悪いけど親父、何を言い出すのかさっぱりだぜ。親父が愛する魔女を蘇らせるためにどんな怪しげな儀式を追っ始めてもそりゃ自由だぜ。親父の趣味なんだからね。だがそいつに巻き込まれて生贄にされるのはまっぴらごめんだぜ。
ルドルフ、お父様の話に口を挟む気？
何言ってんだ姉貴。こんな物騒な話にはいそうですかでうなずけるわけねえだろ。
Was the ceremony Kinzo had mentioned literally something disturbing? Or was it some kind of test to choose the successor? It seems that Rudolph had taken it literally, but Eva apparently still believed that it was something like a test or examination to find the proper successor. But Kinzo responded with a clear smile.
さて、私からの話は以上だ。異議も意見も何にも必要はない。4人の不出来なる息子たちがいたという私の夢が覚めるだけの話なのだ。
Okay.
お前たちにとってこれより目の前で起こることはまさに夢、幻、あるいはこの世のものと思えぬ理解に及ばぬ世界だろう。しかしそれこそが我が現実。 お前たちという出来の悪き浅い夢は今こそようやく覚めるのだ。さあ、もうゲームは始まっているぞ。これだけいては誰から命を奪えばいいものやら。さらばだ、出来の悪き息子たちよ。そして生涯でただ一度、そして最後に私の儀式のために役に立て。
Also, what it says, like in terms of like battle between Beato and Butler, he will have to admit that Kinzo actually is a culprit in the episode 4. He will actually have to admit this. But that also means that Beato couldn't be a culprit. Like, she basically says that magic don't exist. It doesn't make sense. Why Beato would make this move? Why is she showing that? It's a contradiction. Why would she make a Kinzo a culprit in that plain sight without like doing any like magic stuff basically or mysterious stuff? Huh?
いでよ、ペンドラゴンの記念兵たちよ。
Wait, what? Is Kinzo like actually doing some magic right now? What the fuck? When Kinzo raised his arms high like an opera singer and yelled as though towards a packed audience, the air shattered like glass, and the outlines of 3 people who supposedly hadn't been invited to this island appeared. Hello! He have a power to summon sisters. What the fuck? Also he summoned 3, so you have someone new. Hello best one, hello best one. 410 is best one. Unless... Ooh.
シエスタ00、ここにであります。
00. Hello new one. You're very composed. She's a veteran. You can see like her ear is like scratched here. Oh shit. Okay. Three girls with a strange form suddenly appeared behind Kinzo. Where from? When? Who? Who were they? The humans were thrown off balance, and their minds were blank. It will be so fun on making theory about this episode. So we basically have 3 people, supposedly, because we cannot like, if we want like deny magic, we just have to like assume they don't exist. So we have 3 people who will make a massacre in this room, basically. And we'll have to discover who. Because there's only 18 people on this island, that's what we had in red. But yeah, this is like for the episode 4. Wow. It's going to be so much fun. The humans were thrown off balance, and their minds went blank, because they spent all of the time thinking. They lost their last chance to survive.
お前たちには6人の射殺を許可する。
Oh.
標的は自由だ。
So you can shoot me as well, that's what you're saying?
攻撃開始。
I mean, he didn't specify don't shoot me, right? Like they can like entirely shoot him. That's what I think.
自由射撃、了解であります。
Unrestricted firing, yep.
良き標的に感謝。かっこ自由射撃開始。
So they can like shoot themselves, they don't have to like do this together. If it's like this short range. When 410 scratched the air with her fingers, a golden maw appeared in empty space, and she pulled its string. Yep. The golden arrow that had been radiated there was fired off without any hesitation, flew around the room, leaving haphazard gold curves everywhere, and chose Natsuki from among those sitting on the table of the family conference, pulverizing the left half of her face. It's happening! The first Twilight is more extreme and specific than any single first Twilight in the previous ones. We literally see what's happening right now in the first Twilight. Oh, again, the music that could be actually used in Sayanota. Flesh and deep red blood scattered around, leaving massive red spatters, marks on the relatives' faces, and the pure white tablecloth. Silence fell. Also in the first episode they were killed in the conference room as well. It's matches! It's matches! They found a blood in the conference room in the episode 1. You remember that? I wonder if this is relevant together, like if this is the one of the parts that are like fixed together. Like every single episode can be different, but maybe like if we connect some parts together, we'll get one truth out of everything. Does it make sense? Like they can like have like a little pieces that works together from different episodes, and that completes everything. Silence fell. Despite the massive number of deep red spots left on the tablecloth, no one could understand why Natsuki's head was half smashed, nor why she had hung her head as though dozing was still sitting. And they watched on this in silence. Those sitting in Natsuki's right hand side were silent for a relatively long time. But those sitting to her left were not. Because the people sitting on that side had been shown how their head had been smashed open like a watermelon or the pomegranate. And could even see inside her. Yeah. Okay, wait. Episode 1. Oh, it still did not upgrade it. Oh wait, maybe it did. Oh, we have one. Oh wait. There's one. Which says Pendragon. Is it like the same for everyone? No. Okay. Camp Compose leader, merely rolled demand of her since she is far more frail by nature. Okay. Reconnaissance, serving as advanced guard, displaying extreme supremacy and expecting unexpected encounters. Okay. As a powerful fighting strength had been called inhuman, and it isn't rare for her to be lynched and abused when she surrounds on the battlefield. Huh. The one eye silently speaks to that. Interesting. Which is like more docile. In previous episode, like in episode 1, I want to remember because if this is relevant, that means that in episode 1 and episode 4 is kind of the same. So who should die is basically okay. It's actually not working anyway. Like Natsuki survived episode 1. It doesn't matter. Okay, never mind. Don't mind me. I'm just like blabbing some bullshit.
最後まで運のない女だ。次。
WO 射撃。
After slashing the empty air, in the same way and riddling her bow, 00 fired as well. After it flew around around at high speeds like a golden arrow, 410 had released, drawing a convoluted curve in the same manner. It smashed half Rudolph's head in the same way as locked Natsuki in shock, killing him instantly. Also, wait, they will have to like make 13 sacrifices instant in this room. They cannot just leave 6. Like every single one that's in the room is basically saying that it's impossible to just leave, like kill 6 and leave this room. One of the parents will know what the fuck happened. Servants don't care pretty much, I guess. They're like all into this. I mean, in this, so yeah, probably. But how do you like leave 1 out of this? What the fuck? This time, everyone managed to avoid freezing up momentarily. They realized that fearsome murder had started playing out right in front of them, just as Kinzo had said. They realized that Kinzo would probably kill even more. And the panic started. Shrill screams burst out. Even so, they didn't know what to do. So they could only keep screaming and flapping their wide open mouths like goldfish. As Eva asked, Kinzo died in total shock. Hideyoshi, who came to his senses faster than anyone else and rising to his feet, pulled her arm from behind. However, merciless fate chose for the third sacrifice was Hideyoshi. God damn it. Just like the two before him, half of Hideyoshi's head was neatly smashed, and the right side of his head, which had appeared to be facing the direction at the time, had been blown away, with its contents exposed like a watermelon or a pomegranate. So, still holding Eva, Hideyoshi stumbled backwards and fell down. Still held by her beloved husband, Eva fell over backwards with him. This is fucking intense. Eva screamed. It was unnatural. The face she had been looking for had been half lost. Okay, this is actually similar to episode 1. What's not similar is are the bodies. Like, Natsuki survived episode 1, so it's not working at all in terms of like bodies. But in terms of like how they looked in the episode 1, it works. Like, first of all, they were all killed in the conference room because we found blood, obviously. And second of all, they had half of their faces smashed. And that's what's happening here. The face she had looking for had been half lost, and the crushed skull, the mashed brains, and the crushed jaw all lay bare.
45着弾命中。
見事だ。
He's amused.
続けて撃て。
What the hell?
残りは3人であるぞ。
How will you like leave one? What's happening?
お父さん。これは何の真似です。
Not the best time to question stuff, just run away or stab Kinzo. I don't think you can do that, but because it's not easy. Like, not normal human would like actually go and kill someone. Like, you just don't. Like, this is like the most like fucking terrifying thing you can do. Like, what the hell? But yeah, just like escape or attempt to. When Kraus stood up forcefully and was about to rush Kinzo, 00 blocked him. With her slender-looking body, she held back Kraus with just the palm of her right hand. He still tried to resist and attack Kinzo, so 00 lifted Kraus by the nape of the neck and twisted into his Adam apple with her tongue. It seems to be very painful, but Kraus was overcome with agony.
Shit. 皆さん逃げましょう。逃げるんだ。
Yep. Najo sharp words finally dissolved the spell that had been holding them down on the chairs. Okay, so servants are actually terrified as well. When God and Kumasawa each tried to escape from the dining hall first. Oh, they will kill actually servants! I thought like only parents will die. But yeah, like I said, like there has to be more sacrifices than just 6 this time. At the same time. Like 6 are for the first Twilight, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to deal only 6 death blows. You can just kill 13 and just like make 2nd and 3rd Twilight and everything else just like that, because you just have to like stab them in specific places. You can just kill them all, I guess. It's not necessarily mean that you have to like do this like in order 6, then 1, then 1, then 2 and stuff. Just get them all! When Goda and Kumasawa each tried to escape from the dining hall, first 410 moved in an instant and appeared there blocking the way. Yeah, I love her. She's so good. This is the best cheester. Like, permanent, like, nothing's better. Is Kirei having a shotgun? Even though Golda didn't understand, he crashed when he heard Kirei's sharp voice. Then a burst of air rushed above his head. Oh, okay, never mind. Kirei had taken a big swing with a chair to mow 410 down. Okay, Kirei is quite a fighter. Yep, I admit that. We saw it in the episode 3, but holy shit, she can fight in this situation as well. But 410, still with a mocking expression, easily caught that wildly swung chair with a single hand. From the cuff of her arm, where she had cut the chair, something like shining golden snake appeared, wrapped itself around the chair and burst open. It was fearsome power like a vice. When Kirei realized that the being in front of her, which looked like a girl, was actually something that suppressed human knowledge, and that a human could not even begin to pulse. Her head was filled with a fierce alarm bell that welled up from deep inside her. Genji, Shan, Kanon, all of servants permitted to wear the one-winged eagle, continued to do so calmly and attention by the wall, even with a scene that like this before their eyes. Okay. So Kumasawa and Goda are terrified because they did not know that. Because they're not wearing the golden eagle. They're not the closest to Kinzo. These three, they are actually created by Kinzo, right? Like, I mean, I'm not necessarily like sure what that means, but we saw like in one of the tips menus from previous episodes. It was like in the other ones, but we don't have it now. Yeah, we don't have them. But in the other tips we had like they were created or something, like is a furniture created by Kinzo or something. Anyway, they're the closest to Kinzo, they know everything, they accepted that. Yeah, they're fine with this. Maybe not fine, but they just accept everything. Making them look very bizarre and eerie. For an instant, Kirei thought that they managed to stay calm because they were with the enemy, and had been given guarantee that they wouldn't be killed. But then one of them died. But as soon as she thought that, the sight of Genji's face was blown away before her eyes. God damn it.
ほほう、源氏め、これは運が悪い。安らかに眠れ、我が友よ。
Wow. What an episode.
我が愛しき魔女復活の重要なる13の鍵の一つとなるのだから。
The half of Genji expression that remained was as indifferent as ever. He titled, fell over and set a blood-red splatter out across the floor. Will Canon and Sean react to this, or they will still be like, with closed eyes, waiting for what happens? Oh, she reacted.
僕たちなんて所詮は魔女の駒なんだ。
Which pieces? This is different. This is different. Normally, Canon would say that we are just furniture. We don't have like will. We just do whatever we are ordered. We are used. We are furniture. And in this episode, he said they are the witch pieces. I'm not entirely sure if I'm like getting crazy or I don't know. Like this episode is amazing. Yeah. From the meek and frustrated, no resignated expression on Sean and Canon faces, one couldn't sense any naive hopes that they would be rescued. That's right, Kinzo was, in the true sense, carrying out these murders at random. In the truest sense, he was killing like it was a game, to see who would be saved and who would be killed. God damn it. 410, look at Kyrie for a second. In that second, Kyrie was prepared for her own death. But when she readied the golden bow in midair, 410 was looking at someone else, over Kyrie's shoulder. So as imprudent as it was, Kyrie felt as though she had been saved. Yep, she got both of them at the same time. Again, an ugly, exploding, popping sound rang through the room. Who was it this time? When Kyrie turned to face the direction of the sound, she saw blood gushing like a fountain, and Eva lying on her husband's chest. Of course, her face had been smashed half, just like her husband. 110 had mercilessly targeted Eva as she clung to her husband's corpse, sobbing. Okay.
兄さんを離して、兄さんを離しなさい。もうやめてお父様。こんな残酷なことはもうやめて。
Well, that's not going to take long. This is going to be the longest episode of Umineko that is on this channel so far. I hope you enjoy it. Rosa's objection didn't reach Kinzo, as she continued to laugh loudly in the blood-splattered dining hall. You can also say that this episode is kinda experimental, because normally I would never put 2-hour episodes. Because I think like it's taking... it's too long. But maybe it's not. You can let me know in the comments if you like that long episode, or it's too long and you want them to be like 1 hour and a half, something like that. Like usual. I'm not telling that I'm going to do like every single episode 2-hour episodes, but I will, but yeah, if that's comfortable with you, because sometimes we have situations like that, and I just don't know where to stop. That's also a bit pain to upload, but that's side effect. Rose's objection didn't reach Kinzo, as he continued to laugh loudly in the blood-spattering dining hall, and she wasn't able to loosen her crow's pain at being lifted up by the nape of the neck by 00. So Rosa had no choice but to use force. She lifted up the chair beside her and gave a warning. Really? You're going to throw like baseless warnings? Like they can just kill you.
できぬな。 それを望むならばお前の自らの力で阻止するがよい。自らの運命は自らの手で切り開け。常に誰かの背に隠れ怯えてきたお前に宿る人生最後の国旗を見せてみよう。
Nice, wow. Yeah, Rosa is crazy, we all know that. The chair that Rosa had lifted up swung down at her father, who had arranged as a symbol of terror for her entire life. It was the greatest and final act of bravery and self-control in Rosa's life. What Kinzo had said might have been true. If she had grasped that courage much sooner, her life might have become more free and unrestrained by anyone else. Then there was a bursting sound. The sound of Rosa's chair fiercely hitting Kinzo. Oh, she actually hit him. Could not have been this. Oh, wait, what? With the chair still lifted up, she lost half of her head and slumped over. Okay. It was a different sound, so I thought like she actually hit him or something, but yeah. Okay, she's dead. Still holding Kraus with one hand, 0-0 had struck her other hand out towards Rosa. The golden snake, released from that arm, had constricted Rosa in helix and had smashed into her head. Defensive firing, okay. Yeah, we're done. Everyone go home and wait for your order. Like, devs. Lord Goldsmith, we have his sorcerer's name here. Nice. When she indifferently communicated that 0-0 let go of Kraus, who she's been lifting up this whole time. What is going on? Like, I don't understand. How can he go away with this now? Like, seriously, how can he go away with this? He cannot leave everyone else alive. There's no possibility of that. What the hell? It was a massacre that happened in an instant. The interior of dining hall had been dirted by blood spatter, and the 6 unlucky victims lay with their heads brutally exposed. In a way that was fitting for the abnormal space, Kinzo's abnormal laugh alone echoed out. The hell?
いよいよに幕を開けたぞ。ベアトリーチェを蘇らせる儀式の始まりだ。運よく第一の番を逃れた者たちに我が友人たちを紹介しようではないか。
What is going on?
いでよ、我が友よ、ロノウェ。
Hello, Renove! Oh my god! When Kinzo called Renova's name, the demon butler showed himself in midair, bowing respectfully.
皆様方、はじめまして。そして、ご無沙汰の皆様におかれましてはごきげんよう。
Wow.
これはまた派手に散らかされましたようで。
よいわ。我が白チュームのごとき日々を覚ますにはこの程度の刺激が必要だ。
Really?
紹介しよう。我が友人であり頼れる執事であり72柱の大悪魔であるロノウェだ。
以後お見知りおき。
Just who was he making that introduction to? Kraus and Kyrie, who were still down on their backsides, and Nanja, Godo, and Kumasawa could only look up at this middle-aged gentleman, who they did not know, in shock. Only Sean and Cannon seems to recognize him, and they bowed deeply. Yeah, we know that he had a lot of like respect for Genji.
せめて苦痛なく役目を終えられたなら良いのですが。
東部直撃弾にて即死でした。普通を味わう暇もありません。
そうですか。結構です。
Nice.
続けて友を紹介しよう。
Another one. Who is this?
いでよ、我が友ワルギリア。
Oh! Oh! Okay. Okay. Once again, a silhouette of someone the relatives didn't know appeared from the empty space. She appeared in a refined dress while making an elegant greeting.
召喚を感謝します、親方様。
Master.
許されるならば、このような血生臭き場に呼び出されたくはありませんでしたが。
こやつも紹介しよう。我が友であり、頼れる相談役でもあるワルギリアだ。
The friend.
偉大なる有限の魔女であるお前の力を我が儀
Witch
式
of
に借
Finite.
りたい。
I don't know if we had this before. If we had, I forgot. But okay, we have the official name for Virgil Witch Power. Witch of Finite. I think we had this before, but I just forgot.
その力を貸せ。
I kinda like had it in like back of my head that we had this somewhere.
お断りしようにも、あなたの強力な召喚霊族下にある身では、それも叶いません。
Okay.
御意に、親方様。
それにしても恐ろしいお方だ。シエスタの姉妹兵を3人も召喚し、私に加え、さらにワルギリア様までも召喚
Yeah, seems like he's like actually pretty fucking powerful.
召喚という能力においてのみとはいえ、お嬢様をもはるかに上回るとは恐ろしい。
Wait, he's stronger than Infinite Witch? Wait, what the hell? Only in area of summoning. So did he use sacrifices to summon them? Probably.
後ろ宮の地に戦慄を覚えます。
ベアトリーチェ復活の儀式を執り行うために、私は召喚師としての全てを尽くすだろう。まだ足りぬな。この度の儀式の完璧なる遂行のために、さらに召喚しよう。
More. Okay, who else he can summon? Like, we don't have any people we know. Is he going to summon new characters? What the fuck?
ペンドラゴンの記念碑に、炉の上にワルギリア。まだ呼べるぞ。我が魔力なら
Really?
まだまだ呼べる。
Oh my god, oh my god, Butler is going to like get crazy on this. Oh my god, I'm getting crazy on this. What is going on?
我が召喚に応えよ。
Oh my god, who is this?
72柱が一人。ガープよ。
Garp? Okay.
ガープ
Even Virgila is like, what the fuck?
あれまでも権限できるというのですか。
Her.
さらにこの島の侵食が進んだということでしょう。
Corrosion. Advance even more on this island. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? There's so many things.
私たちが権限できているほどです。
What is going on?
どんな大悪魔が呼び出せたとしても驚くには値しますまい。
もはや六軒島は完全に異世界に飲み込まれ
Sucked
ている
into
ということ
parallel
です。
world. What?
彼が屈服しないと良いのですが。
前回たっぷり入れ
A lot last time. Are we literally stuck in the time loop? Are they mentioned like previous game boards? Like episode 1 and episode 3? What is happening?
この程度では今さら屈服しますまい。おそらくさて、私たちはこの舞台を楽しもうではありませんか。
I cannot create any single theory right now. This is just pure madness.
親方様のようだ。お嬢様とは一味違った脚本に期待しましょ
う。What is this? Why we have new symbol? When Kinzo strongly concentrated his magical power, a pale light gathered in an empty air, twisted. The magical circle was drawn there with a deep red glow. Whoa! Side boob!
よくぞ我が呼びかけに応えた。
Also, I wanted to check that CG and I clicked space. Fuck! God damn it. We'll have her more in a second. When Kinzo concentrated his magical power, yeah. And with a sound like glass breaking, a new demon could be there. This is her sound. This is her soundtrack? I wonder if this is going to be struck by YouTube, if I will have to like cover it or not. Because I never heard that before.
72柱の大悪魔が一つ、ガープよ。
Hi.
すごいところに呼び出されたものね。
I love her voice. I fucking love her voice. Also side boob. Nice. That's a pretty nice dress you have here. Tied with a bow, I see. Her face? Like, her hairstyle? And this hat? I would not expect that kind of voice from her. From the face? Yes, I would expect that kind of voice. She's perfect. This is a perfect voice for her. This is the perfect voice.
この血まみれの部屋を掃除するために私は呼び出されたのかしら。ゴールドスミス。
Goldsmith. The literally devilish woman, wrapped in a venomous, ominous costume, looked at the seam, which should have made her cover her eyes and twisted her mouth in a grin. I don't know how to call this episode anymore. It's literally too long episode. I have no idea what kind of title should I give it. Like, it can be like easily 2 episodes. Am I mad already that I'm going to upload 2-hour episode? I'm so... Oh my god, I think my mind, my brain... I'm broke. I broke. Umineko is breaking me, what the fuck?
お久しぶりですね、ガープ。あなたのような大悪魔がとうとうこの島に現れてしまうなんて。いよいよこの島も幻想に沈むのでしょうか。
部屋の惨状よりもこの豪華キャストの方が驚くべきね。シエスタ姉妹が3人もいて、大悪魔ロの上に大魔女ワルギリアに私まで。これは何事？ここはパンデモニウム？地獄の演奏会でも始めるつもりかしら。
Wow.
なるほど。そこで指揮棒が震えるのはあなたぐらいしか思いつかないわ、ゴールドスミス。
Such a good character.
ベアトリーチを蘇らせる我が儀式遂行のための進行役として協力してもらう。 我が召喚契約に依存はないな。
Summoning contract, eh?
依存も何も。
What a smog! I love it. Oh my god, her design is awesome.
天下の大魔女ベアトリーチを刺激した伝説の大召喚師ゴールドスミス教の召喚霊族に私が抗えるわけもない。協力はするわよ。もちろん見合ったお題もいただくけ
I
ど
will
ね。
ask a fitting price, eh?
で最初の仕事は
第一の番を免れた間抜けどもを捕らえよ。
Yeah, like I expected, like you cannot just leave them be.
幸いにもここにはまだ7人いるではないか。南條にシャノンにカノン、ゴーダに熊沢、キリエにクラウス。ほう、この7人を丸々生贄に捧げれば
Yeah, pretty much.
ちょうど13人だ。第二の番以降を実行するタイミングが訪れるまで生贄の檻に放り込んでおくがよかろう。
That makes sense. Yeah, he can just hold them hostage and just like kill them one at a time. That's so messed up. What the fuck is wrong with this episode?
カシミヤの雑巾がけね。了解した。
Wow. A gap? Shrugged her shoulders. She looked at Kraus, who was still down on his butt. She glared. And then, she snapped her fingers. Kraus was swallowed up by the floor, as though a round pitfall had opened up beneath him. Okay.
いっちゃ上がり。
What is she, Doctor Strange? There was no hole in the floor, but it had certainly looked as though Kraus had been swallowed up by the hole and disappeared. Searching for her next prey, Gap gaze crossed are curious. She snapped her fingers. Curious jumped back as through repel. Her instinct had been right. After all, in the place where she'd been a second ago, a round jet black hole appeared, the same kind that swallowed up Kraus. However, before she could catch up her balance, another pitfall appeared and swallowed her up. Even Kyrie had no way of eluding Gap capture. That looks silly. When she stabbed her finger again, a shocked Nanjo was swallowed up by the floor and disappeared. When she did it again, 410 let out. Wait, why did you like capture 410? What the fuck? 410 let out a short yell and jumped back. This time a slightly larger people opened, swallowing both Shan and Cannon. Oh, okay. Who had been standing in a line by the door. But because 410 jumped away from the door, the way was no longer blocked. Instinctively aware that he would be next, Goda dashed out through the door. Of course, Kumasawa also escaped with lightning speed, chasing after Goda. A gap snapped her fingers over and over. Round jet black pitfalls opened one after another behind them, chasing them. However, they did nothing but drive the recklessly fleeing pair away, and couldn't swallow them. Gold and Kumasawa had escaped in a matter of seconds. Oh.
鈍ったわ。
Interesting.
二人逃がした。
ご安心を。逃走目標を補足中であります。
データリンクよし。にひ。狙撃しますか？
Oh, we are already going to the second Twilight.
いいえ、それは許可できません。
Yeah, okay. Also, Goda and Kumasawa doesn't make sense as second Twilight, they're not close.
貴重な生贄です。
Yep.
親方様の許可を待つよう。
大ゴールドスミス教。
Great Lord Goldsmith.
指示を待ちます。
I like how they talk to him like that.
第二の番の訪れにはまだ早いと。我が魔力の源泉が囁いておる。
Source of my magical power is whispering to me. Interesting.
今はならぬ。
So they really cannot do this at the same time. Let them do as they please. What will happen? You let them alive. Well, they can inform kids what happened. Like, your grandfather is mad, we have to escape. Okay.
つまりは気まぐれというわけですか
Just a switch.
そうとも言うかもしれぬ。ガープ、ご苦労であった。儀式はこのまま着実に進めよう。さて、それはそれとして、次は我が孫たちだ。次期当主たる資格があるかどうかを試す。
This is so good and weird. And what the hell is this episode?
はてさて、どうやってその資質を確かめたものか。
How indeed.
その資格があると判断されたなら、ベアとの復活を断念されるおつもりで
Oh! Interesting question, actually. Because Beato will not inherit anything.
無論だ。
Okay.
にもかかわらず試す。女の身にはわからぬであろうな。この矛盾、我が狂気など。
Wow.
相変わらず男ってどこか変ね。リスクを遊ぶという概念、わかりかねるわ。
おやおや、あなたはそういうのが大好きかと思っておりましたが。
もちろんよ。ただしイケメンに限る。
Nice. Ronova is hot. She's hot, he's hot. That matches.
お静かに。死後は慎むように。
実にかしましい奴らだ。だが少なくとも退屈はせぬ。これだから召喚は愉快なのだ。
I think this episode is not only the longest Umineko episode, but like episode on this channel in general on every visual novel. Recently I did Muramasa 2-hour episode. This is over that. What the fuck?
そなたらには我が儀式のノイズとリスクの天秤の片側を担ってもらうぞ。その働きに期待している。
6 brutally murdered corpses lay in the dining hall, and it was contaminated with red, gruesome decorations. It was now unimaginable that, until just a second ago, 13 humans had been arranged here in a well-organized manner. Kings line up, the famous demons and their subordinates, loudly declared at the beginning of the night of overwhelming mass murders, and swore to himself that he would certainly revive Beatrice and open the door to the Golden Land.
待たせたな。
Hello, Beatrice! I cannot wait for your talk with Butler about this. Oh my god, it's going to be amazing. Next episode is going to be amazing. Also, let's go with saying this. What is that? Virgilla. We know all about Virgilla. Also, I wonder, like, because these lines, they're like connections. So, yellow are basically witches, I would assume, like magic users. The purple are servants, I guess. So these are all servants for Kinzo, and these are servants for Ronova and Virgilla. Okay. Oh my god, this is so good. Let's see what they say about Gap actually. Oh, yeah, we didn't saw like her full outfit. Yeah, this is like she's pretty hot. What is with these heels? Like, she can like stab someone with this. Like, what the hell? This is like a glove. 170 demons. Also, Beatrice's friend. Oh, okay. When Mecha demands it, she grants ability of instantaneous movement, so she can teleport stuff. Yeah, we saw the black holes. She has the external power of playing pranks, mostly. Okay. Her specialty is hiding keys. And bugs during busy mornings. Hiding keys, huh? Keys, huh? Okay. However, in the context of closed room mysteries, the power becomes an ultimate weapon that can easily strike a finishing blow. Yep, pretty much. Keys? Closed rooms? Makes sense. Her queen bee strikes. Wait, I'd like to pierce any and all detectives, forcing them to surrender. Wait, what? Her queen bee strikes. God damn it. Are likely to pierce any and all detectives, forcing them to surrender. So she's like basically the main issue with the closed doors. That means like she already existed in like episode 1, 2, 3 probably. No, I'm not going to talk about this now. A lot of happened. I literally... Oh, and it's still not updated. Guess it will update in the next episode. Anyway, that was great. I literally need to take break. It was too long. I have no more water to drink, so it's getting kind of difficult to talk. Oh, I hope you enjoyed this episode. My brain is a mush right now. What happened? This episode will be such a fun thing to talk about. Oh my god. I cannot wait for discussion in the comments section and on the Discord channel. Oh my god. Great. If you like the episode, leave a like. That's amazing. That's amazing. Anyway, thank you for joining. Thank you for watching this episode and listening this awfully long episode for 2.5 hours almost. And I will see you in the next one. So thank you once again. And for the Pocket Watch. Let's going out.